Jack, I'm sure it did not escape you to be pitching either on this date or after what happened in Wisconsin last night. What's in your mind tonight as you're going into this start and on the mound out there with both of those things at the same time?
Man, there's a lot to be said for that. I mean, first and foremost, it was just good to get back out there and compete with these guys again, and actually go deeper, be more efficient. But obviously this date is a special date. I mean, it is what it is. Kind of an emotional last 2 days, just with yesterday and then today. But also with what went on in Wisconsin. Yeah, I woke up and saw that this morning, and that was tough. That was tough to watch, and it didn't really make sense. It still doesn't make sense. A lot of it just you want to. It's hard to find words, but it's one of those things when that happens and you see it, and you want justice. You pray that he's okay, and you pray for him to make a recovery. And it sounds like he's going to be able to, but obviously Jacob's going to have to go. He's going to have a lot of work and a lot of probably changes in his life due to what happened. And I mean, you get 7 rounds fired into your back like that. Just doesn't really make sense. You just kind of wonder, what's going through everybody's head there in that kind of situation. And, it just continues to, like I said before this season started, and as others have said, is that just because sports is coming back doesn't mean that these conversations stop and that there's no call for action. It means that we actually need more call for action. We need more people to continue this conversation, continue to, bring light to events like this. And, it's just like what would have happened if somebody hadn't filmed it or recorded it. We really wouldn't know. But just thoughts and prayers with him and his family right now.
Jack, see you wearing the Kobe jersey. I know he meant a lot to you as an athlete. Was there any special significance to you to be pitching on this day, taking the mound today? With it being Kobe Day.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to check something. 100%. I mean, I knew, I believe it was after my last start, I knew, and one of my buddies, my best friend had texted me, and he asked me when my next start was, and I said it's probably Monday. And he was like, what the date is? And I checked and saw that it was 8/24 and knew it was Kobe's day coming right after his birthday. Just the athlete that he was and the impact he's had on so many people, it was it was just, it all kind of fell into place, and God clearly had a plan for I got lucky to be able to pitch on today. And it was one of those things that was it's still doesn't quite feel real to myself, and I'm sure a bunch of others, but it still doesn't feel real that what happened in all those months ago. But to pitch on today is special, and there's really no other way to put it. It just happened that way. It just happened to work out that way to be able to pitch today.
You had said going into this start, you didn't want to talk pitch count at all. What was the determining factor to land on 5 innings, 64 pitches tonight? Obviously, it looked really efficient for you.
Yeah, I mean, I woke up this morning and I talked with Schultz yesterday. He asked me, "What are you feeling?" We talked about a number, and I woke up this morning and just felt really good. Told him, "Hey, I've got we talked about a number, and I raised it a couple, and said, I'm good for 70." And at the end of the day, he was going to make the decision. But the goal tonight was just go out, be efficient, get quick outs, see how deep I could go on, until he kind of was going to call it quits. And so it was just about going out there and executing. And guys got a lead, put a run across in the first. It was important to go out and put up a 0 after that. And then they just continue to tack it on. You're going to have games like this sometimes where there's a couple miscues, but you also have a game like this where guys made some great plays. Goldie made a great play, and on that line drive down the line. You know, Brad made every other play. Paulie, I mean, even a simple routine ground ball run on third, 2 outs, and you know he made that play. It may seem routine, but in a situation like that, you know, it's a big play, it's a big situation. So the defense is there. Guys they continue to work so hard on that aspect of it, and you know they continue to pile on and they continue to just to add on it. And you know we had a lead and then. You know, gave a couple runs back, and then they added right back. Goldie with that 2-run shot just to continue to add to the lead. So there was no guys weren't satisfied. They didn't just sit around and you know sit on the lead and be like, all right, we got enough runs. Let's just like pack it in. You know, they stayed on the attack.
When's the last time you pitched against a guy who had a 0 ERA into August?
I mean, that'd probably be never, unless it's somebody making their first start or something. But
That's
you know.
that portended to be a low-scoring game, didn't it?
I mean, you go into every game and you want to go out and be efficient and be as efficient as possible and give up less when you come out of the game. You want to be winning, and at the end of the day, you want to have more runs than the other team does, and you're going to end up winning the ball game. But yeah, I mean, I just want to say, you know, it's what happened to Jacob Blake is so unfortunate and continues to happen, and you know, you just continue to ask questions and continue to wonder. But you know, there's things to be done. There's changes to be made. You know, it starts with a lot. It starts in a lot of places. It starts with voting. I saw, you know, Chris Paul, he urged all of his guys on his team to get out and make sure that they're registered to vote. There's so many things that happen, and just waking up this morning and seeing that was really hard to watch. But you know, thoughts and prayers with the Blake family and with all of them, and you know, praying he makes a recovery. But yeah, just unfortunate what happened, and there's not really much that needs to be said. I think a lot of people have come out and said all the things that need to be said, and you know, just adding on to it, just you know, thoughts and prayers are with the family.